with just over 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Rice leads 52-50 over SMU. And you know, Chris, you talked about earlier how the Owls had a historic season last year, going 23-9 last season. So I asked Coach Edmonds, how do you build on that? And she said they go by the motto, better our best. After last season, we need to better our practices by 1%, better our shoot-arounds by 1%, so that we can go even further than last season. We just need to better our best.
And Bree, maybe not the same start as last year, but potentially just as good of a finish for Rice, if not better, as they keep working on their game. Coach Edmonds told us tribulations in November and December could bring blessings in February and March.
You know, Rice now extending their defense full court for the first time this afternoon as we watch SMU's shortened bench in action because of Shantae Embry's injury.
Mustangs have gone on an 8-0 run now over the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and the last 2 buckets because Tiara Young has posted up her defender in the paint. Nice execution by SMU. What I was leading up to, though, bench points. Rice still continues to lead there 20-6.
Young to Abdur-Rahim, lays it in. She's up to 23 points.
Boy, Tiara Young has come in and made a difference. 2 quick buckets, then a great assist. Nice job running the floor by Abdur-Rahim.
SMU back out in front. 4th lead change of the day.
Boy, nice transition basketball by SMU, getting it up the floor quickly. Look at that nice pass from Tiara Young over to Abdur-Rahim, getting her 23rd point of the afternoon. Here's a big, big key to this game. Talked a while ago, Rice hitting 76%. This young lady hitting 92% of her free throws. Before that, they were 10 of 11 on free throws. SMU only 12 of 17. Let's watch that stat here in the latter stages of the game.
A rare miss by Ennis from the free throw line. Ends a 10-0 SMU run, hitting the back end.
A really nice job by SMU getting Tiara Young those points in the paint. There she's kind of posting up again.
Spinning around and getting it knocked away by Adams. Now here's Jackson against Bradley. Bradley trying to knock it free, unable to do so. Jackson puts Rice back up by a point.
Yeah, great transition there by Rice. SMU did it a couple of minutes ago. Rice coming right back to take the margin.
Rice has led for nearly 30 minutes of this one. SMU for just over 2 minutes. And Pitts will try to put the Mustangs back in front.
Nice cut without the basketball by TK Pitts. She saw Bradley was cut off. Take a look at this now. Bradley's cut off, but look at Pitts breaking back down that baseline. Nice court awareness by the sophomore TK Pitts. Let's see if she can do better than the 70% free throw shooter that she is. She's got 2 attempts coming.
No good on the first.
SMU now 12 of 18 from the free throw line in this ball game. They're 71% on the year. Got to make the free throws in these crucial games, crucial points of games.
He's able to tie it, hitting the back end. 55-55. 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in regulation.
Well, what a great game. Just what we expected from these 2 ball clubs. Rice preseason pick number 3 in the conference. SMU preseason pick number 4.
Two of the top squads in this league. One of the tightest all-time series you'll find anywhere. SMU with a 36-35 advantage all time. This is their 72nd meeting. They've shared time in multiple different conferences. Knocked away, and Jackson able to get it to go. Rice back in front by 2.
Kept it alive on the offensive glass. Good fight by Rice on that 2 missed shot attempts.
Coming up on 3 minutes left. All alone, Reagan Bradley.
She did that with great confidence. How about that pass by Tamia Jones to make that shot possible? Perfect spacing by SMU on that possession.
Bradley into double digits. She now has 12 points.
A longtime leader for the Mustangs, Reagan Bradley, doing it once again for SMU.
Well, the Mustangs have won 4 of their last 5, looking to make it 5 out of 6 today. After this one, 2 on the road. Thursday at Memphis, then next Sunday at UAB. They'll be back home for North Texas on January 17th. The Mean Green also new into the American Athletic Conference this year. When that move was announced, you assumed you'd have a great long-time DFW rivalry really blooming, but instead SMU off to the ACC.
Yeah, 30 miles apart, but it's going to be fun this year, and that's something to look forward to at Moody, with that being the next home game.
Especially if SMU can put together 3 wins between now and then.
Nice setup play for Rice coming out of that timeout, getting the ball in the hands of Jackson, who is so quick. Actually cleared that driving lane for her.
By the way, just to finish the point on SMU's next home opponent, North Texas, UNT with a blowout victory today, 86-52 against Florida Atlantic.
Well, that's a talented North Texas team, and that'll be hopefully a game that SMU will have Shantae Embry back on the floor. She is day-to-day, and that tough road trip coming up, they hope that day-to-day becomes tomorrow.
North Texas now 12-3 overall on the season, 2-1 in the American.
Rice continuing their great free throw shooting, back up by 1.
59-58.
You got to treasure every possession now with 2.5 minutes to go in the game. All of a sudden, both teams just trading the lead.
Swatted by Owens Barnett. SMU able to retain possession. Bradley driving, no good. And there's Fisher with the board. Pushing it ahead all alone. Owens Barnett.
Well, that's TK Pitt's responsibility there when they saw Bradley go up. She's got to take off for the other end on defensive transition. Heads up play by Rice. They went to that zone defense and caused SMU to give them an easy 2.
2 minutes to go. Rice leads by 3. Foul called on Adams.
That's just the 4th foul this quarter for Rice. SMU still not going to the free throw line. You can see Reagan Bradley there not getting the finish. Rice getting it up the floor quickly. Defensive guards have got to rotate back. Did not do it, and Rice made them pay.
Maya Chandler will check back in for SMU. See if they can feed her outside the arc. She is SMU's top 3-point shooter percentage-wise. 67%, has yet to take a chance today.
Chandler, who started the game, back on the floor for SMU. SMU's got their original starting lineup back on the floor with 1:45 to go.
Young able to keep it together against Adams. Body falling down, able to get the bucket.
Well, how about that body balance? Just when you're about to say, uh-oh, not going to get that favorable bounce, she got a beautiful move off the glass.
Rice lead at 1 point. Tie ball down low between Fisher and Abdur-Rahim. Possession to the Ponies.
Well, every possession so important. Look at Abdur-Rahim fighting for the rebound. Did not get the rebound, but the quick call on the tie-up. Wow.
SMU 5 of their last 7 from the field. And take the lead. Young does just that.
SMU's eating Rice up on that quick slip move to the basket. Fake the screen and go to the bucket. Mustangs back up by 1.
Fisher against Abdur-Rahim, off the glass and in.
Oh, what a great ball fake by Fisher. She's played a terrific game. Both teams playing well right now in the most important stage of the contest.
50 seconds remain in regulation. Rice leads by 1. Fighting Fisher, Abdur-Rahim, and another tie ball. Are they going to call that one on Rice?
They're going to call a foul on Fisher there. Abdur-Rahim just turned into her, and I guess they're calling Rice for coming down with their hands. Malia Fisher. Mustangs got a favorable call there in a tough situation.
Fisher couldn't believe it, but it does go against her. Fisher's second foul of the day. The only player with 4 fouls on the floor right now is Young.
Well, this is Rice's 5th foul in this quarter, so Abdur-Rahim gets 2 charity tosses regardless if she makes the first one or not. Said earlier, free throw shooting will be so important in a game of this magnitude, this close.
Can't hit on the front end.
As great a game as she has played, she has now missed 3 free throws in a row. Game's leading scorer with 23.
Gets up to 24. And we are tied 63-63. 46.4 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Here's what's coming up for the Rice Owls. They are back home for 2 games. Charlotte on Thursday, then South Florida next Sunday. Remember, we told you that they had to play away from their home floor at Tudor Fieldhouse because of water damage to the court. Went across town to the Fertitta Center at the University of Houston, but word is everything should be back to normal, should be able to play at Tudor Fieldhouse against Charlotte and South Florida.
Well, of course, South Florida, the preseason favorite in the American Conference. Keep repeating that. South Florida picked first, East Carolina picked second, Rice third, and SMU fourth. These 2 teams playing like they are worthy of that high preseason prediction here this afternoon. Especially give credit to SMU for playing without Shantae Embry, their second leading scorer.
Next opponent for Rice, Charlotte, with a lopsided win of their own today. We mentioned North Texas won 86-52 over Florida Atlantic. Charlotte beat UAB 91-69. This is the only close one in the conference. I'm glad that we're here.
Well, I'm glad we're here too. This is a dandy. Be interesting to see what both teams do now offensively and defensively. I've been impressed with both coaching staffs, the maneuvers and strategies they've used here, particularly in the second half. SMU coming back from an 8-point deficit at halftime. Oh, SMU in a 2-3 zone.
30 seconds left. Pulling up. Baseline attempt, no good. Pitts travels.
Well, great rebound by Pitts at 6'1", in there against the taller Fisher and the Rice defense. Look at her go up high for this rebound and just came down and slipped as she went down on the floor. Rice basketball. Wow. 25.7 ticks left, partners. Going to be interesting. SMU surprised me that time being in that 2-3 zone defense. You normally don't block out quite as well in that, but it really forced Rice into a shot they probably didn't particularly want. It was a fairly good shot, but they've been getting better with drives to the basket. You go to that zone, it takes that drive opportunity away more so than when the opponent's in man-to-man.
Leading scorers today for these 2 teams, it's Malia Fisher, a double-double, 15 points and 10 rebounds from the junior from Georgia. Abdur-Rahim, 24 points, 7 boards for the Mustangs. Double-digit scoring for the 7th game in a row.
I'll tell you the importance of this possession. Lindsay Edmonds calling another timeout right now, making sure her squad is comfortable with her direction. They can play for the last shot of the game.
SMU now with 18 assists and a really good job moving the ball around today. That's better than their average, 15.36 per game, and that in itself is best in the league, but nearly 3 better than that so far in this one. Rice 8th best in that category at 12.83.
You really have to respect that total, knowing how well Rice has played defense today, especially taking SMU's normal three-point shot attempts away. SMU's only had 8 attempts from three-point land. Rice, on the other hand, has 15, so that's true role reversal.
Tie game, 63-63, 23 seconds left in Dallas. American showdown between the Mustangs and the Owls. No shot clock.
SMU obviously looks to be in a man-to-man defense. Rice playing for the last shot. Jackson with the ball, their 5th-year senior leader.
Down to 6 seconds. Jackson keeps it herself. Driving baseline, throwing it up at the buzzer. Destiny Jackson with the game-winning bucket for the Owls.
Well, nice drive, obviously, on the baseline, but terrific reverse to the hoop by Scoop by Jackson. Said she's the 5th-year senior leader. Showed it right there.
With the attempt as the clock wound down, officials will go to the monitor to confirm that the bucket is good, and clearly got off in plenty of time. You see the clock behind the backboard. It had about 0.4 on it when that ball left her fingers. Well, even more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Abdur-Rahim there, you would have thought that shot would not have been possible, but she found a way to scoop it up between 3 white-shirted SMU defenders. Just a great play by Jackson.
And the bucket is officially good. Rice earns the win on the road, tying the all-time series. These teams have played now 72 times, Jim. 36 wins for SMU, 36 for Rice.
Well, that's amazing, and that's the kind of game we had here this afternoon. Tip of my hat to both coaching staffs, all the players involved. This was a terrific American Conference game. Rice made the key move on the baseline to end it.
Much more important than an all-time series is that Rice is now 2-0 in the American Athletic Conference to begin their initial run through this league. Let's take a look at post-game stats. They're presented by Hilltop Securities, one of the nation's leading municipal investment banks and wealth management providers. Again, we come back to 3 pointers made and attempted by SMU, just 3 of 8 from a team that is normally very productive behind that arc.
Yeah, and it's not that SMU's percentage was not good from three-point land. 37.5% is very good, 3 out of 8. But it's just the fact that Rice prevented them from getting the normal number of three-pointers that they like to attempt every game. So I would say the difference maker in this contest was Rice's three-point defense.
Our player of the game is presented by Simmons Bank, proud sponsor of SMU and member FDIC. Destiny Jackson getting the job done for her team, leading the Owls with 17 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, a great all-around effort for the visiting team that earns the win on the Hilltop. And Destiny is staying by with Breanna Sorensen.
Destiny, a buzzer beater shot to win that game. Can you describe to me the energy you just felt out there?
It was insane. I just know we didn't want to go to overtime, so I especially didn't. So I was like, I so get a bucket pretty much. I mean, it worked before, so why not go back to it?
Yeah, the Mustangs were starting to be on a run in that last quarter. So tell me what was said at those last few timeouts when you guys were tied.
Just make sure we stay together, stay poised, because they were going to come out and trap. We were expecting that, especially when we were up. Just stay poised, relying on each other, having each other's backs, just playing Rice basketball.
Absolutely. After such a historic season the Owls had last season, now with this season, how is this team capable to do that same thing?
I think we have a motto, better our best. We started out really good last year, just making sure we keep in that mindset, having that culture, staying together, just having fun, really. We're a really close team, so I really appreciate all my girls out there. They love me. I love them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Go celebrate with your teammate.
Well, I got hit in the nose, so.
Back to you guys.
All right. Bree and Destiny, thank you very much. This Rice team, 23 wins a year ago, 2 rounds deep into the WNIT. A lot tougher this year in the American. But Jim, what we saw today proves they are capable.
Well, both ball clubs impressed me. Reason why they are both picked in the top 4 in the league. We'll see a lot more exciting action right here with these two teams as the season progresses.
For Jim Howler, I'm Chris Mycoskie. Also thanks to Breanna Sorensen and our producer Sheridan McGrew, our entire crew behind the scenes. Rice wins 65-63. This has been a presentation of the American and ESPN.